Hi, I'm John, and this is a video about coolant replacement on a 2012 Shelby GT500. Did some research online, didn't find much about it, so I made the attempt and I actually did it myself. It's only a partial coolant change, and I talked to a Ford master mechanic from Canada, actually. He's in the family, and he said that that's pretty much what the dealers do. If you want to take all the coolant out, you have to pull some plugs in the engine block, and that's how you get it all, and it gets more complicated. So basically, coolant is about 21 quarts, I think, 21 or 22 quarts, lots of coolant in these cars. And I replaced half of it is what came out. So the actual radiator has a petcock, which I'll show here in a bit, that you undo and drain the water, the coolant out. And then the blower radiator, I couldn't find the petcock to get the coolant out, so I had to remove the hose. Now the hose was very hard to get off. It was actually stuck, so you have to be very careful because you can break the nozzle. There may be a tool for that, but it took me like 30 minutes of slowly prying with this little tool that I used on the inside of the hose to slowly work it off, and it took a long time. So there may be a tool for that, I don't know. But basically, be careful taking that bottom hose off to get the coolant out. As I said, half change, and here goes. Here's the video on the actual performance. And I said something about getting a drill with an adapter for drill bits, but that's actually an adapter, an electric drill with an adapter for sockets. And I didn't want to do the video over again. So here's the next portion of the video. Thank you.
Now I'm videotaping the actual two reservoirs. There's one here and one here, 2012 Shelby GT500. And going underneath the car, there's I had to pull off the spoiler, and there's a plastic plate here on the back that they're both laying down here. Turn off this light. Laying down on the ground. Spoilers on top. You really need a drill like this with an adapter for drill bits, and it makes it a lot easier. It seems like the spoiler bolts are 10 millimeter, or they're in millimeter if I have that right, and the other ones are in inches. So you may need two sets of tools to work on this thing for the other panel that's over there on the floor. Anyway, we got, looks like a drain plug right here on the, see if we can show you that. Right there, you gotta screw that white bolt, and it comes out of this black nozzle right here, and I think you gotta screw that. But on this other, I think this is the air conditioner, so we'll see what happens, see if I don't mess this up. And then this is the extra radiator for the blower cooling and extra coolant, but it doesn't appear to have a drain. So the only thing I can figure is pull off the spoiler and pull this hose off right there, and that's what I'm going to try to do, and see if that drains the second coolant reservoir. And anyway, so here it goes, and then I'll let you know how it goes.
There you have it. I performed the coolant change. It worked out, no leaks. And also, may I suggest, when you do refill the coolant, you get yourself a 5-gallon bucket and mix it up if you use the, either way, whether you mix it or not. And 5-gallon buckets work real well for mixing the concentrated coolant. And also get a coolant refiller airlock preventer. And you connect that, you put it in the top of the radiator, and connect a suction hose, or actually a compressor hose off of a compressor, and it creates a vacuum in the system. And then you have a separate hose that you can dip that hose into the coolant in your bucket, and then open that valve, and it'll suck the coolant into the car, and it helps prevent any air blocks, which you don't want, because that can actually destroy your engine or put hot spots in your engine, and you definitely don't want that. So that helps, and it's only a partial change anyway. So there you have it. It all worked out, and good luck to you.